Okay. Of those people in the Capitol, well, I am under the impression that day that there are people who clearly, horrifically did wrong things. We saw them on the video. They broke the windows. They broke in. But we also remember seeing people on TV that day who were almost let in the Capitol. Could you break down, give me numbers broken down in those two areas, the number who broke their way into the Capitol and the number that appeared to almost be escorted in by the Capitol Police?
I'm not sure I could give you reliable numbers on that sitting here right now, but maybe let me try it this way. I sort of look at it as a kind of inverse pyramid, with the most serious people being the smallest group, but all of them it's a sizable number. Obviously, we've already indicted 30-something for conspiracy charges alone, and as I said,
I want to focus a little bit on the people who didn't do any physical damage, didn't engage in any physical contact with the police, and at least appeared to me that day to be allowed in the Capitol. Are there people like that?
Like that who were in the Capitol?
Correct. As I recall watching TV that day, there were people who, it appeared, were walking in the door, and it appeared as though the Capitol Police, perhaps out of exhaustion for whatever motivation, allowed people to walk in the Capitol. Are there people like that?
Well, at any given moment, you might have somebody caught on a particular stretch of video walking along in a way that's unremarkable. I really can't speak in a broad categorical way about intent of individual
people back home are concerned about a certain class of person. I want to know whether you feel these people existed. Were there people allowed in the Capitol who didn't engage in any physical confrontation or do any damage and just wound up in the Capitol, breaking the law, but they would have no way of knowing they're breaking the law? Were there people like that?
I really can't give you an assessment of that at this stage. That's why we're investigating, and that sometimes investigations lead to charges and sometimes they don't.
Have you arrested, you talked about all the 500 people or whatever have been arrested. Are any of those people you arrested, would they be included in the type of people I just described?
I really can't say. What I would say is that people who have been arrested because they violated federal criminal law, and there were sufficient facts to support the elements of the offense.
Okay,
the prosecutors felt confident
I'm running out of time.
Beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yeah, I'm running out of time, so I'm going to ask you one more question. Were people arrested who walked in the Capitol, perhaps had no reason to know they were breaking the law, and were, as one Capitol policeman described it to me, just milling around? Were people like that arrested, and are they still in jail?
Can't speak to any specific case, so I'm really not sure that I can
even
answer the
one
question. We've had 500 arrests, and they range in all sorts of variations in facts and circumstances.